Greater Manchester Police have now confirmed what some people suspected for years. Cyril Smith was a man who sexually abused children. Assistant Chief Constable Steve Hayward said, "It is absolutely important for those victims who were abused by Smith that we publicly acknowledge the suffering they endured. Although Smith cannot be charged or convicted posthumously, from the overwhelming evidence we have, it is right and proper we should publicly recognise that young boys were sexually and physically abused." Smith used his position of a local leader to abuse young boys and get away with it. Twice the police passed allegations to the Crown Prosecution Service. Twice they failed to prosecute.
They had an opportunity at the beginning of the 1970s to prosecute Smith. They failed then. But more interestingly, they had an opportunity in the mid-1990s to prosecute Smith when the case was reviewed, and they also failed to prosecute Smith yet again. So I think they're culpable. They've failed these young boys, and they could have stopped him from continuing to abuse young boys.
Chris Marshall was trapped in a residential school when he was taken to Cyril Smith, as he told Sky News in his first broadcast interview.
It was late at night. This member of staff came in, took me from a bed, took me downstairs to a flat that was in the bottom of Ashworth, and I was taken in the room, and there was another pupil in there, and there was two men in there. One that we called the Fat Man, and we was asked to do oral sex, and in both ways. He did it to us and we did it to them, and I was there for, I don't know, it seemed like a long time, and then I was sent back up to my dormitory. Yeah.
How old were you at the time?
I was probably about 8 or 9.
What was going through your mind at that time? What did you...
I can't remember. I blanked it out for so long. I don't know what I was thinking. I just knew it wasn't right and I shouldn't be there. I just wanted to go home.
Ashworth was one of the dormitories at Rochdale's Knoll View School, which was demolished in the early 1990s. Cyril Smith was a school governor. A former social worker and housemaster at Knoll View was one of the few who repeatedly alerted the authorities. Here at Rochdale Town Hall, a plaque in memory of Sir Cyril Smith, MBE, has been removed. But the hurt and the anger that he left behind can't be taken away so easily. Nor can the determination to reach some sense of justice.
People knew about what he was doing. People that worked close to him. Why didn't they come forward and say, hang on a minute, you're doing something wrong here? Why didn't they open their mouths? They knew what he was doing. I was quite happy to watch him go and get knighted. I was quite happy him to be an MP, a mayor or something he was at Rochdale. And people knew what he was doing. Why didn't no one say anything?
Cyril Smith died 2 years ago. Like Jimmy Savile, the tributes now seem hollow. Tom Parmenter, Sky News.